Hello everyone, welcome back to Star Control 2. We are just leaving the starbase, where what I have done is refuel my ship up to full capacity, recrew it up to full capacity, and also fill up Whiffro's crew on the Spappy Eluder ship and add one more storage bay so that I can get more minerals on each mining run that I do. So now we need to leave the solar system and go adventuring, looking for allies and anything else that might be useful in our quest to defeat the Ur-Quan. So, if we look at the star map, we can now see that there are two circles marked on the map that weren't there before, labelled Ilrath and Spappy. These are the spheres of influence of these two races, which means that when travelling within those zones, we are likely to encounter ships of that race, and so we may have to fight them. Now, at the moment, we're not set up very well for fighting Ilrath, so I'm not going to go there if I can help it. Spappy, slightly easier to fight, but also quite cowardly, so we may be able to talk them out of it. But for the moment, I'm not going to go to either of those places. I'm going to go and gather some resources first, and then go and start the quest to save the galaxy once my ship is slightly better than it is now. But while we're on the star map, I'll show you where the stars that we've been told might be interesting are. Because you can search by pressing the slash key, you can type in on the top there the name of a star or constellation. So if I type in Jiklas, which is where we were told the Pekunk are, that centres the cursor on the star Alpha Jiklas. It would always centre on Alpha when you type in a constellation name. So that's over here. Yes, if you press Enter on the star map, you get that blue dotted line, which means that you've set your autopilot to go to wherever it is that the cursor is. And if you leave the star map, your ship will immediately start travelling in that direction. So Jiklas, where the Pekunk are, is down there, which is slightly too close to the Ilrath for my taste. So for the moment, we're not going to go there. We'll leave the Pekunk until later when I'm better equipped for Ilrath fighting, and we'll look for some other stars. The Shapixti are in Delta Gorno. Gorno is down here, also near the bottom of the map. That's Alpha. Delta is that one. Again, not going to go there just yet. The Spappy will be the first people we go and visit eventually, once we've upgraded our ship a bit more, but I'm just showing you where everything is. So that's Gorno. We know that the Chenjesu are somewhere around Procyon, which is inside the Ilrath sphere of influence. The Cyrene are over in Betelgeuse, which is up there near the Spappy. The Mycon are in Brahe, over there to the east. The Umgar, is that Brahe? Yes, that's Brahe. So the Umgar are up in Orionis, which is up north of the Spappy. The Androsynth are over at Eta Vulpeculae, which is southeast of the Spappy. Well, Alpha Vulpeculae is southeast of the Spappy. Eta Vulpeculae will be in that general vicinity as well. Yes, it's there. And the other star we've been told about is that Vux. The Vux are in the Myra and Indi constellations, which are here just south of the Androsynth. And the Spappy homeworld itself is at 241.6, 368.7, so if we move the cursor on the star map to approximately there, we find Epsilon Gruis, which is where the Spappy homeworld is. Like I said, we're not going to go there just yet. We're going to go and do some mining. We're going to do our mining in some stars fairly close to home. The green stars, well, there's a blue star over there, which is going to be quite good. Blue stars are the second best after white ones at Canopus, but green was best after blue, and there's 3 green stars over here: Gamma Centauri, Epsilon Centauri and Beta Centauri, with the large red Alpha Centauri in between them. So we'll go to this one first, Gamma Centauri and do some resource gathering. So as you can see, when we leave the star map it says autopilot at the top, and the ship will fly off in the direction it is pointing until it leaves the star system. Once it leaves the star system, we enter hyperspace to travel to the next star. So yes, the map zooms out as we go further out so we can see the outer planets, and eventually we leave the star system itself, and this is hyperspace. And in hyperspace, on the bottom right of the screen, you can see a green mini-map. The small square in the middle is the area shown on the main screen, and the dots that you can see are the star systems. So we will be travelling to a dot, which will then, when we get there, show up on the screen as this black hole with a star of the appropriate colour inside it. And here we are at Gamma Centauri, which is a green star which has two planets, which are one of them is green and the other one is purple, which middling to not very good on the scale of planet colours there, but we'll see what we can get. Gamma Centauri Planet 2. Scan. Okay, there's not very much here, and with Class 6 tectonics, those level 2 and 3 minerals aren't worth getting, so I will leave Planet 2 and go to visit Planet 1. As you can see, the orbital paths of these planets are slightly different colours. That's to do with the temperature. The closer to the sun and the hotter the star, the hotter the planet is, and so the planetary orbits will be red for the really hot ones, then going out to orange, green and various shades of blue. So Gamma Centauri Planet 1, again, it's got some tectonics there and some weather, Class 3 and Class 5, just quite nasty. But we've got some precious metals and some radioactives there, so I'm going to risk a trip down. The radioactives, I believe, are slightly more valuable than the precious metals, so I'm going to risk a trip down and hopefully won't lose too many people to the lightning storms and the earthquakes. Okay, so we lost a few people there, but we got a good haul of radioactives and precious metals. Now let's see what's on the moon, see if that's slightly nicer or better. No weather, less earthquakes, should be a much nicer place to go to. However, there's nothing worth actually picking up here. So, come back to the star map and let's visit it. I know it's a red star, but it's on our way to the other two green stars, Alpha Centauri. Off we go. I may edit out a lot of this travelling as well as the resource gathering. Again, travelling can be quite boring unless you get a random encounter somewhere. You can, as well as in star systems, you can encounter aliens in hyperspace as well. If you're within their sphere of influence and they spawn in hyperspace, they will chase you until either they catch you or you leave their sphere of influence. Yes, here we are, Alpha Centauri. Now we can see this is a very hot star, as we can tell from the fact that all the orbit paths of every single planet here, there's quite a lot of planets here, every single planet here has an orange orbit path. We've also, up at the top there, got an alien spaceship flying around. I believe he's quite possibly coming towards me now. No, he's just still flying around, so I'm going to go and speak to him, see if I can get any kind of help. Okay, well, we're here now. It is Planet 3. Since we're here, we may as well go and have a look at the planet before we speak to the aliens. So what does Planet 3 give us? Temperature 658 Celsius. So, while those are some very nice purple minerals, which I believe are the exotics, the best we can get. It's also I think I've just done something stupid. I think I've just thrown out some of my cargo accidentally, but anyway, while those are exotics, as we saw on our scan, the temperature of this planet is 658 degrees Celsius, so a little bit too hot for my lander at this stage of the game. So I'll come back to Alpha Centauri, do the mining when my lander can handle the hotter temperatures. Speaking of that, I may have mentioned before, I can't remember, that we cannot currently upgrade our lander. We don't know where to go to do that, but hopefully we will at some point in the game.
I am Trade Master Greenish, in command of the Melnorme starship, inevitably successful in all circumstances. I bid you a formal welcome, Captain. Though we Melnorme have just recently arrived in this region of space, we have long desired to make contact with your species and look forward to an extended, profitable relationship.
We come in peace, representing the concordance of alien nations.
Even before our first meeting, we knew of you, Captain. Though your struggle to free Earth shall be a long and difficult challenge, fraught with great danger and mystery, we have great confidence in you and your abilities.
How did you know about us before meeting us?
We gather information from 1,000 secret sources in space and time. Our charge for revealing even one of these sources would be so high that your species would be in debt to us for centuries.
What can you tell us about yourselves?
Our origins and purposes are frankly mysterious, and due to several unavoidable factors, we are unable to discuss ourselves in any great detail.
So what are these unavoidable factors?
First and foremost among these factors is our unwillingness to give away information about our history, psychology, and mental powers, our unique physiology, the exact locations of homeworlds, or our potentially ominous long-range plans. However, these important and relevant pieces of information are available for a nominal sum of credits.
Do you have any information which might be useful to us?
Absolutely. Our primary trade good is information. Why, right here on my display screen, I have something which I am certain would be of incalculable value to you. We can discuss the details of this very significant information later, when we have established normal trading procedures, at which time we shall also discuss the nature of our fees.
Fees? Surely your culture is far beyond such pettiness as money.
You are of course correct. We long ago abandoned currency, and now only deal with commodities that have intrinsic value, such as valuable information.
But our cause is just. Isn't altruism the highest pinnacle of morality?
No, it is not. In fact, in our culture, giving, with no fair exchange of goods or services, is considered vulgar and inappropriate. Please do not mention this subject again.
Shall we begin trading now?
Yes, let us get down to business. Since this is your first time trading with us, let me explain how our system works. We are interested in purchasing certain items, specifically biological data on alien life forms, and the coordinates of certain strange worlds whose radiant energies defy all scanners, producing a rainbow-like image. In exchange, we have many interesting and valuable commodities, such as fuel, compatible with your starship's hyperdrive thrusters, technological specifications, allowing you to build new devices for your ship, and many important secrets which may help you in your travels. To facilitate trade, we translate all your sales into interstar credits, with which you may make purchases. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Now, what can we do for you today?
Why did your bridge turn purple?
That's a good question, with a very interesting answer. The fee for this information is 12 million credits.
I have some items I would like to sell.
We appreciate your intentions, but you have nothing we wish to buy.
I would like to make some purchases.
You need credits to purchase our trade items. To earn credits, you must sell us the items we desire, which are biological data on alien life forms, and the coordinates of certain strange worlds, whose radiant energies defy all scanners, producing a rainbow-like image.
Goodbye, Trade Master.
It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.